Got a big box in the mail today, so this will be an unboxing bonanza. I have received several items, so I've got a bigger lot with some vintage Commodore 64s with accessories. So I don't know if this will end in a couple of repair videos or everything functions. We'll figure it out. Hopefully got some of the items in working condition. So this is the first box of several. We got some joysticks. This is the Quick Joy. Quick Joy Junior SV119, made in China. Got even a patent number underneath here. QC passed, quality control passed. Quite nice. Got a broken suction cup here, but no worries. Then we have another joystick. This is the Zip Stick competition joystick. So now I can join competitions. Also two buttons. Got no manufacturing stamps. So that's a bit weird. Then we have this joystick. This is a Competition Pro joystick. This button is stuck, but we can try to fix it at a later time. Got a good tactile micro switch, I think. Sounds like micro switches. No manufacturing ID here either. Then we got an Micro B Blaster. Oh, Micro Blaster. Micro Blaster joystick. It has an old label here. It stands normal. Buttons or clicks. Very little movement here. What we got for 8 axes, it seems like. Normal or quick selection. No manufacturing stamp here either. Just a Micro Blaster with an R, so it's a registered product. Then we have this one. This is an Spectra video. auto fire, on or off selection. Two buttons. This one was a bit stiff. Most likely some PCB push buttons. Quite clicky. No micro switch clicking in the joystick. Spectra video model 318-102, made in Hong Kong. Patent pending, quality checked, passed. So that was all the joysticks in this box, I think. Then we got an video cable for plugging into your antenna connection on your retro TV from your Commodore. Then we got the power supply. So this C64 here should be in working condition. Got a production date December 21st, 1987. So I remember when I was a kid, I didn't have a C64 myself, but I played at my neighbor. So I have some good memories from the C64, Commodore 64. Power supply has a primary of 220 volts, so that's good. That's the Norwegian supply here. Output 9 volts, 1 amps, and 5 volts, 1.5 amps. So this is an original power supply. Then I think it's for my main item here. Or is it more? Yeah. It comes with an cassette player. And he had forgotten to send the tapes, so I got one. I will receive several tapes later. So this is the C2N cassette, made in Taiwan, serial number 3479795. Looks like it's an original Commodore cassette player. Seems to be functioning. Yes, packed very well, so looks like everything is in good condition here. Got some green markings here. Most probably have been rubbing against something. We got the original stickers in place. That's good. So on the side here you have got two control ports, on-off switch, power input, C64. This is the serial number UKB 204033, made in England. So this is an English made Commodore. Back side here we got memory expansion port, the RF out, video out, serial out, cassette and user port. So I can see inside here a bit, and it doesn't look recapped, and the shift key even stays down. Huh. So I think I got a really nice item here. Okay, so before I unbox the other items, I want to test out this Commodore 64, see if it works. I have hooked it up to my old CRT with the RF output, or RF input on my TV. So this TV is from I was a teenager. I don't feel old. I've hooked up the data set and the power supply, so you can turn it on. And we got a light. We don't have any signal, but I think I need to search for a Commodore. So I'll go into the search function here, see if we can find the Commodore. So I'll fast forward this. Nope, I did not find the Commodore on the RF input. I'm also monitoring my power supply. See if it gets too hot. So I don't have the DIN 8 to the RCA cable. It may follow in the other boxes I am about to unbox, but I think I have another ID before giving up. Okay, so to hook up the Commodore from the DIN 8 connector on the back here to the RCA video input. So from this connector here, I'm going to use a couple of needle probes. Just stick into the output, so the video out should be, the ground is the center pin at the bottom and the video out is the pin besides. So I got a regular RCA cable. So this is a bit how you do it, but I think it will work. It's quite easy to short something out when doing this, so be careful if you try it. There, nice and dandy. This is just for testing purpose. Then I can hook it up to the TV. I don't have any sound with this hack here. I haven't hooked up the audio out. I have unplugged my power supply, just in case. So let's try it again. And we have a video input. And it looks like the Commodore 64 works. That's great. Ha! Should try a Hello World. Lunartech, Hello World. We got a functioning Commodore 64. So let's try the dataset. I have a tape, but I'm not sure if it's anything on it, because it just says Commodore 64 and side A and B. So we'll type in load. Press play on tape. Now it's loading. The tape is running. Ready. It looks like it didn't find anything on the tape. You can't list anything out from the tape as you can with the diskette. So, but the tape runs, loads. Then we got an envelope from Bergen here in Norway. So Bergen is a very nice town. I have been there several trips. So this is some diskettes. And this is the 5¼ inch floppies with plastic on them. So this is some new unused diskettes. 85 kroners, Norwegian kroners, for each pack. So we got 4 packs with 2 diskettes in each pack. A total of 8 diskettes. One is open, so we can take a look. This is a Scotch 744D-0 RH diskettes, single head, single side, soft sector, double density. Opens up like this. Got a couple of labels. And some stickers for to use for write protection here when you're so when you're writing files to this diskette, you need to have the sticker over the write protection here. So a quite nice diskette from 3M products. Next box in the Commodore Bonanza. So I'm not sure what this is. Some packing material. So I got several small boxes. and some books. So here we have an user manual for the Commodore computer. An original manual, but it is in Spanish, I think. Or is it French? I'm not quite sure. So I won't be using this. Then we have another manual, CBM 64. So this is in Norwegian. That's a bit better for me to understand. Then we have a Sprites and Sound book. Sprites and Sound on the Commodore 64 by Peter Gerhard. This is a complete guide to the best features of the 64. There are chapters on sprites, user-defined graphics, high-res plotting, advanced sound programming techniques such as ring modulation and filtering, adding commands to BASIC, and a disassembly and explanation of Extramon. There is also a full explanation of the chips responsible for the 64's graphics and sound. So this will be interesting to read on the bed. So for a small items here, I wonder if this is a power supply. It's quite heavy. This is most likely a newer Commodore 64. It's the 4-pin power supply. Do we have an year of making here? It's 220 volt input, so that's great. 5 volts and 9 volts output. So the output is 5 volts DC, 1.7 amps, and 9 volts AC, 1 amp, so or 18 volt amps. So you have to be careful not to input 5 volt DC and 9 volts DC. It's AC, so you don't ruin your Commodore. It's easy to misspell and think that because it's 5 volts DC then it's 9 volts DC also, but nope, it's AC. It has a 200 milliamp fuse on the input, but we got no year of making, so the fuse holder is here. So hopefully this works. Then we have another item. a joystick. So now we have 6 joysticks. And this is another model, the STC Rotterdam, made in Holland, patent pending, registered design. Has some kind of switch underneath here. Quite tactile clicking, so it's most likely micro switches. That's great. The arcade. This button is a bit soft, but we'll try them out and we get some games to play. And we have a box here, so maybe this is some cassettes, hopefully some games or programs or utilities as they call them. So we get velocipede players, or velocipede is it? Original tape. Does it have some graphics inside? No. Some of them have some graphics inside the case here. And we got some more tapes. Moon Crisis 1999. And X15 Alpha Mission. So this is a game by Activision Entertainment Software. Fully armed orbital space station holds America hostage. It's America hostage, not Americans hostage. This is from 1987, the same year that other Commodore was made. The first one we unboxed got only one cassette, so in this big cover you should think there should be 2. Got some instructions about your mission, loading instructions, taking off, few hints for X15 pilots. So X15 is, I think that was an experimental fighter jet. I'm not quite 100% sure, but I think it was that. Here we have Movie Monsters game by Epix computer software. English version, a bit cracked cover here. Only one tape here also. So most likely it's only one tape because you got holes for only one tape here. Then we have the It's a Scream, It's a Knockout, It's a Holler, It's a Hoot, It's a Cracker, It's a Giggle. So It's a Knockout, I think the title is, made by Ocean. This has a bit more into the sleeve here. So mostly instructions for the gameplay. Then we have RMS Titanic. Looks like a submarine game by Electric Dream Software. Written by Oxford Digital Enterprises from 1986. So this is Southampton, Hampshire. Electric Dream Software. Oh, here it has some personal notes for the game. Robotic arm, up and down, R. Hook, so it has a hook most likely, or claw, to open and squeeze, use space from side to side, comma and up, Q, down, A. So this is the cockpit of the submarine or rover. Rover. So quite a few nice games there. And we have an Huawei router, Wi-Fi router. So we got a data set. Our cassette tape player. And this one even got a ground lead on the side there that you can hook up. So it looks to be a original Commodore data set. Quite nice one, bit yellow, but what can you expect after all these years? This is an original dataset, no year of making, but it has a serial number JD4 0146094, so made in Taiwan. Looks like it's in mechanical working condition, so we'll see. Then for the computer itself, most likely, or hopefully it's a Commodore inside. Here we have a bit newer model Commodore. Looks like all the keys are in place. Quite nice. Not that much yellow to it. A bit on the keys, but so the same ports as the older model. On-off switch and power input. And the same on the back here, RF output and video output, serial cassette and user port. Nothing on this side. On the underside here, we got something written or drawn by the previous owner. So here you can see 5 volt DC and 9 volts AC. 15 watts. Serial number HB4 250405 B3, made in Hong Kong. So I will take one more box and open it. This is quite large. Don't think it will fit in the frame here. I may have to put it onto the floor and then lift out the item. So now you can see the item, Commodore MPS 802. So this is a dot matrix printer. Isn't it? So I'll set the box down and lift the item out. So I got one power cable, quite standard, and the Norwegian plug. The top cover here has a crack in it, so I have to glue it or something. It's just taped together now. The soundproofing. And here we have the printer. So the tape seems to be loosey-goosey. But what can you expect? And you can see it has been printed on. So it stands su casa, my casa, inside here. So the flaps that goes over trackings here, it's in great condition. That's good. Everything is spinning. So we have the power input 220 volts, plus minus 10% AC, 50 and 60 Hertz it works on. Fuse holder, 250 milliamps, made in Japan, 220 volts, power. Doubt that this is the year of making, 1970s. This is the model MPS 802. Got on serial number. And some input output, I think. I think you can hook up several printers and address them. So the shipping bolts are gone. Power on off button here. And the wheel here. And a soft switch here, so it's most likely a soft power on off, maybe. Or I think you can hold this and switch on the unit, and it will print out a self-test, if I'm remembering correctly. Disconnect from power supply before servicing. Yep. So not much exciting about a printer, but quite nice item. But I'm missing the cable between the printer and the Commodore, so I'll either make one or buy one. We'll see. I hope I can get this printer in working condition, or maybe it just works out of the box. It looks quite neat. This is the damage, it's most likely from storing the printer. So I will hook the printer up to my isolation transformer here. Then I'm fused through that. Let's see if it powers on. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Ha! It even lights up. Weak red light there. It's not easy to see. It's a bit weak, but so the soft switch is for the paper feeding, most likely. Ah, I need to find a paper. Let's try it. So I've got a piece of paper from my brother printer. Let's try to feed it through. Lift this up. Not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but I think we have to line up the paper by adjusting a bit here. It's good enough. So let's try the self-test. I will power it off. Then I'll hold the soft switch in and turn it on. We got a working printer. Wow. So this model prints both ways. I'm not sure if it stops by itself. Oh, I want to stop it because it's out from of the paper. But look here. I got a nice working printer. Commodore Computer Norway. Commodore printer model CBM 1526. So the MPS 802 is a 1526 printer. Ah. So norsk tegnsett, Norwegian. So it's the Norwegian alphabet with the Æ, Ø, Å that you don't have in the States or several other countries. So you see you got XYZ and Æ, Ø, Å. But it prints quite nice. Ha! That was not expected. So if I turn it on again, will it just reset? Yep. Haha. Then it's for the last box. I spared the biggest box to open at last. For the largest box. This Commodore Bonanza. Ho ho ho. So here we have some goodies. We got 7-Up. So I think I have to set the box down onto the floor and lift out one item. In order. We got a shoebox here. Then we have a Commodore. So this is a very yellowed unit, I think. It's the most yellowed one so far. Then we have this one. So special joystick here. Another joystick. Most likely a power supply. Some diskettes. Verbatim diskettes. Single-sided double density. 10 sectored 7780 tracks. 196 TPI. So this is some unused discs, I think. Got some labels in the back here. If I take it all out, we can open it in order. This is an empty box. Then we got a big box with diskettes. Set it aside here now. Then another big item. Set that aside. And we have this one. So we have already started with the diskettes. So I can set that there. Then we have a joystick. Another model. So now we have 7 joysticks. The cruiser. Oh, quite tactile buttons. And we got micro switches in the joystick. Power play. Got no manufacturer. Got a dual connector of some sort. Then we got this one. So this one is a bit funny. This is the SVI Spectra video. Model Quickshot 4. No, 9. X10. 1. Quickshot 9. Pet bending made in Hong Kong. QC passed. We can switch here. Off. Auto fire. And a switch here for left hand, right hand. So I thought this was gonna be used like this, but oh, the suction cup really works. So it's just push it forward and backwards. And at an angle and to each side. Got several micro switches inside. Got some LEDs here. It's quite tactile, nice feeling to the micro switches. Got on serial number. So at one point I want to open this up and see how it's built. It's most likely not much to it, but got a single connector. And I can take this one. Need to be careful so I don't cut into anything. Here we have an power supply. This is most likely newer than the computer itself. It came with a box. So this is the same as the last one, 220 volts in. Made in Singapore. With a fuse holder and a 200 milliamp fuse. And the input. Then I have some cables, looks like. Nope, that's another power supply, and that's for one of the items that follows. So HP power supply. So this box here is a bit special because it has some special goodies. I got this one. Need to sharpen my knife, it's a bit dull. So here is the old Commodore. Got a melting mark here, almost like a soldering iron that has been into the unit. So it has the original stickers for the power and the Commodore 64. Got some tape here. So this unit is modded. Got the RF output and DIN output. And same serial control ports here, on-off switch and power input. And it's missing 1, 2, 3 screws on the back side there. So it's held together by the tape. Now I want to take apart every single computer to see if anything is modded or recapped, or how the unit looks inside. But that will be for a separate video where we will take apart the units and check them. So please follow if you are interested in looking inside these old units. I can see some paper inside, so maybe it has some description for the mod. The previous owner said the unit was modded. The keys seems to be okay. It has been taped on some letters on the keyboard here for the Ä, Ö, Å, and the column. Yeah, and this one was made in Germany, so hello to all my German viewers. Got the serial number WG48404. So I think the WG stands for the country that it's made in, because the other one was H for Hong Kong. This one is WG. Maybe it's, oh yeah, West Germany. I think I'm on something now. Then we have this box. So here we have a power cord. That's for one of the other items. And here we have, yes, we got the DIN, it's the DIN 5 to SCART, but I think this model also has the DIN 8, yeah, but maybe you don't need to work with the DIN 5 to RCA, and with a SCART adapter, RCA to SCART. And we got DIN 6 to DIN 6, so now we got a cable for the printer. But this one is also for one of the units that follows this box. Then we have a dataset, original Commodore, with a hole in it. It's the mechanics is working. And this is the dataset with a serial number 486773, made in Taiwan. So an original cassette player. Then I got some tapes, cassette tapes. Here is 75 games, spill games, to CBM 64. Racing Destruction Set, tape 2. So this is most likely tape 2 so hopefully we have tape 1. Daley Thompson's Decathlon 1984. Way of the Tiger. Imagine. It's made the Tato's Coin Up Hits 1988. Imagine Software. This side Legend of Cage, Flying Shark. Other side Renegade, Rastan. Then we got Mad, Countdown to Meltdown. Then we got Solid Gold, CBM, Gauntlet, and Leaderboard, Ace of Aces. So Solid Gold, I think, was a collection of several games into one tape, and you get different Solid Gold tapes. The Great Escape, made by Ocean, Commodore 64 in 1986. Then we have a special adapter. Have you seen one of these before? So now maybe you know what one of the units are. got an empty tape, most likely, by Maxell, Ultra Dynamic, 60 minutes, 2 times 30, so you got 30 minutes on each side. Ah. I grew up with this tape, so a Buffs LH-MI 60 IECI tape, also empty, most likely. Got some curve here for dynamic DB twin tone tape test. This unit here. Very well packed, and that's great because it's a bit brittle. It needs some care when sanding. Hopefully it has survived. So it's on its head, so all the electrons will fall out. Or all the programming will fall out. So we got the Commodore logo and then sticker. Oh, it's a hole in the top here. So this is the Commodore 1541 diskette station. So this is some older version with this locking mechanism here. So it has a big transformer inside, so it's quite heavy. So here it says Commodore model number WIC-1541, power 240 volts, great for me, 50 volt amps, 50 Hz, serial number 50-14825, attempted repair by unauthorized persons, voids warranty. Where do you get the authorized persons now to repair this? Made in Japan. Warning: for continued protection against fire, replace only with the same type and ratings for fuse 250 volts, 0.5 amps. So we got the fuse holder here, and we got the output here, on-off switch. So not much more to it now, but we'll hook it up and see if it works. Got a green on a red LED. So then we got another item before we got the box with diskettes, most likely games, diskette file, a bit cracked box. Has it been taped? Yeah, it has some tape in front there. So now I have a place to store my diskettes. Yeah, don't fall behind. So here we got some games. 2-game disc, Micro Rhythm, Freak Factory. All original. I got Ollie and Lisa, Mad Nurse. Mad Nurse should be quite fun, if I remember correct. Also original with the diskette. Then I got Go-Go the Ghost and Silu. This is made by Firebird, these diskettes. Then we have the Willow Pattern and the Happiest Days of Our Life. Some kind of school game. Load, got some -8, -1. Not dash, comma. And I got Data Life MD 5577-10-18 221. This is either blank discs or it is some kind of software. Most likely blanks because we got several of them. This one says L1. This one says Gianna Sisters. Got several games. Olympman, or Ampman Junior. Maxwell Disc. Friendly Filer. Alley Cat, Fist. Kimstart, Senji, Spy Hunter, Hyper Biker. Oh, starting to get a bit tired there. Miguel Ace, Code H, Super Annie or something. Be Super. Warplay, Max Headroom, Space Pilot, Leaderboard, Strongman, Gremlins. I remember a Gremlins movie when it came out. Spill Games, music copy. So May 29th, 1984. Fort Apocalypse, Doctor 64. Quickpad, B Spin DC, Squash, Iridium, almost Uranium. Then we got the original Tetris by Mirrorsoft. So this is from 87. And I got golf and just games. Asylum Bond, Traffic Chaos, Critical Mass, Ninja, Game Maker A and B. Interesting. Then we got Kawasaki Rhythm Rocker, and it's the space shuttle, and it has been he has set a line over it, and it's karate on the side 2. Low Tramp, Duran Duran music. Ha! So we got some games to try out. That's really nice. So for last item, this Bonanza. So this is an HP laptop. And this laptop, this diskette station, and this plug here, or adapter here, is for downloading games and copy them onto a diskette. So this laptop has the software to copy games onto the 5¼ inch diskettes. So that's quite cool. It has the XP, I think, on it, because that's the only OS the copying software works with. So I need to use XP, so I need to download the games on another computer, take it over onto a USB memory stick, set it into the HP here, and then load it over to a diskette. So this will be a separate video where I try to figure it out how to use it, and copying some games over to a diskette. It will be quite fun, I think. So this has the serial port here that this goes into. This will be it will be fun to try out every item I got here now. There will be several future videos of them. So it's a bit affection with the Commodore 64 in my childhood. So I never owned a Commodore myself, but I had a neighbor that had one that I ran down to and played games with. And it was quite fun. I can still hear the tape player working and loading games. I have good memories of sitting and waiting for the games to load and playing. See you next time. Bye.